And speaking of being on our team, we have a great, great person on our team today. That's right. One of our aligned professionals that I really think is going to help change your life. And make sure you listen in on this for the next half hour, because our friend here, a longtime friend, Wendy Offshack, who I've known 30 some odd years, and actually was one of my first bosses.
I wasn't your boss. We did this together.
That's right. We were a team.
We were a
Get
team.
this. You'll get a kick out of this. Just give you kind of the experience and a little rundown of how far Wendy and I go back, is that we were running a real estate and lending company back in the 80s, late 80s, when Wendy was 31 and I was 23. Well, that just aged ourselves
but
up.
that's okay. It's really okay.
So I'm holding back, folks. I'm holding back.
This was a multi-million dollar real estate and finance company that we ran when we were in our mere early years, just energetic as heck. But the reason I bring that up is, one, we go way back, and I've seen Wendy just as dynamic as anyone I've ever known in my life, a great friend, a great person, and now she's reaching out to share all this experience that I'm talking about since the late 80s with you. And she's really gone in deep and gone through some major, major training, a lot of experience to share with you on how to hopefully transform your life. Am I right, Wendy?
You are, Don. I actually have now coined my phrase, I am a life design specialist. And so what I'm doing at this point is I'm really helping people go forward and figure out what they're doing and why they're doing it, and to give them a better quality of life, for lack of a better phrase. And by the way, I know you go back to the late 80s. I go back to the late 70s.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't going there.
I know.
Never tell a woman's age.
Okay, it's all right.
So we're talking with Wendy Offshack. She has been out in our valley doing real estate and various businesses since, for how many years?
Yeah, I started in real estate in 1978, and then I bought my first...
When you were 12?
When I was 12, yes, I was. And then with my partner, Linda, we bought our first real estate office. We actually bought the office that we worked for.
This
And
is Century 21,
this
when
is Century
everybody
21.
remembers Century 21 and the gold jackets.
Exactly, and we were the #1 company in town, and what we were able to do is take a fledgling, kind of a struggling company, and we turned it around by 250% within 2 years, and it was awesome. It's so much fun.
With your energy, that really surprises me, Wendy.
Thanks, Don.
I mean, when I was part of your company, it was amazing how fast you were growing, the energy level there. In fact, when I was just getting into lending, I lived at your office just because of the energy.
It was the eggs.
That's what I always say. I heard, they had
Yes.
Don.
It's the
They had
eggs.
Don. They said, you know what, Don, you better go cook if you want to stay in this
Oh,
office.
okay. You guys call me the eggs. Bottom line is, all my competition was bringing in bagels. They brought in bagels and donuts to try to bribe them, and I thought I'd do something different, and I made 300 deviled eggs every Thursday and handed out to my clients and my partners and stuff. 300. My apartment smelled like, oh, man, all the
But
neighbors
boy, did
hated
it
me.
work.
But it worked. So they called me the Egg Man.
That's right. Don owned my office. Every one of my agents gave him all the business, and we just had a ball. And we had fun doing it. It was great.
And that's key.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that, about having fun in your life, because, it's been challenging. Has it not, Wendy? I mean, all of us have been challenged. We've been through ups and downs in our businesses, and it's been challenging. So what's cool is, stay tuned, because Wendy and I and Gino are going to share with you some great steps, some great pieces to really change your life and get a fresh start.
I like that.
Wendy's company's Fresh Start by Design. So we're going to dive in deep with that when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.